Okay, you just bought a new trailer. Yay! You bought a solar panel. Fun. And let me guess, you spent triple or quadruple what you already wanted to spend. And now you're going, man, I need to figure out how to do some of this stuff myself, right? And you're looking at this shit. You get done wiring it, and it looks like this, huh? A million wires, and then you're wondering why is my shit not working only half the time? Cause it's ugly, that's why. And you did it all willy-nilly. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Maybe where it'll be somewhat reliable. If you got a new trailer and you paid a bunch of money, then it's probably good as is, whatever. But you got an old trailer, you're rebuilding, or you're building a new trailer from scratch, whatever. Putting a solar panel on an existing trailer. Shit, let's get into it. I got a lot to say about that, but we're adding solar panels. I'm not going to show you how to set up a solar panel. There's 100 videos on that. I will actually, okay? It's this easy. Nothing to it. You buy a solar panel. Not that expensive. Start off with the battery. Maybe a couple batteries. You need to charge it. Charge controller. Solar panel to charge controller to battery. Right? You have some things running off an inverter. Right? How many watts are you going to be pulling out of here? Add that up. Now, divide that by the volts. This is 110. Right? That's how many amps. How many amps is this thing going to be sucking? I don't know. It's going to be different for you than it is for me. I don't have a lot of fancy stuff, but you're probably going to need some big old fat cables. You got a 3,000 watt inverter. Big expensive cables coming off of this battery, okay? Red one and a black one. Alright? So keep this thing close to your battery. Save yourself some money on expensive cables. Oh, that is beautiful. Yep. Okay. Double rainbow. Then you have your 12 volt appliances, right? You got a 12 volt battery bank because somebody told you to go 24, but you said, man, but I've been collecting all these 12 volt appliances because I thought it was more efficient, but now you're spending more on wires than you are on anything, so okay. But we do have a 12 volt water pump. Let's do it like that. And we got a 12 volt lights. We got 12 volt lights. We got 12 volt, what else? Heater. Our heater is 12 volt. Okay. And the fan is 12 volt. Okay, this is my trailer. And this is 12 volt. I'm gonna keep this nice and tidy so we don't have that rat's nest of wires to deal with. Because I think if it looks nice, it's probably gonna work nice, usually. So, over here, 110, we got some appliances. We got a refrigerator. We got rid of the gas because now we're running solar. We don't need to refill the propane tank. Screw that, right? Stove. and a oven, AC. Okay. This is gonna be okay. And how are we gonna keep this stuff organized? We're gonna use relays. You could buy a power strip, or you have a power strip. I know you do. You could plug it in, get a few extension cords. There's even a little switch on the power strip. How convenient. You can turn it off, or you can turn the inverter off. Boom, there you go. Or you keep this stuff hidden underneath a cabinet, whatever, underneath the bench seat. Okay? And you run relays. But relays, that sounds hard. And don't you have to do a fuse, they said? Oh, that sounds hard too. Well, it's not. You just gotta put your big girl pants on and learn how a relay works. So, relay, 12-volt relay is what we're looking at here. It's a switch. That's all it is. Right? 12-volt switch. So you're gonna power it with 12 volts. You put a positive, negative 12 volt, and it operates the switch. So you have your refrigerator. Well, this is 110. That ain't gonna work on a 12-volt relay. Well, yeah, it is, because it's just a 12-volt switch. You can run this right here. So you run, sorry, I did this wrong already. You run your inverter, right, to the relay, to this terminal right here. This is 30. You can watch other videos on all that. And when you apply 12 volts to the switch, or the relay, I meant, then that 110 comes out of this terminal to your refrigerator. And that's how it works. So, whoa. Surprise, look at that. Man, I did some art. So, I'm gonna keep it tidy. We're gonna have a little box with our relays in it. And we're working with 4 of each. So we'll just separate them like so. These are all 12-volt relays. Right? Lights, heaters, fan, water pump. I don't remember what we said before. And then our 110 is fridge, stove, oven, AC, something like that. There's more, but let's just do that. Let's do 4 of each. That means DC, I think. Okay. And fuses. Need fuses. Each one of these can have a fuse. Rated for the corresponding appliance. Alright, here's these. Look at these in red. This is the same type of fuse. You'll have to do the math. So, find out how many watts the refrigerator sucks in, and then divide that by the 110. That's how many amps. And that fuse should be at least rated for that many amps, right? Easy. Easy. information is available for everybody. I'm just showing you my plan for my trailer. I have not done it yet. It should work, and it should be awesome. So these relays can be hidden by the battery wherever you want, wherever you keep that stuff, where it doesn't get wet, where it doesn't get too hot. And then where it's easy access, you can have your 12-volt switch panel, right? It's got a little readout here. You got a little USB port. You got a little, okay, AC guy. 12.6. That means our battery's half dead. There we go. Like that. You bought that, didn't you? On eBay? So did I. Okay. Throw that in the garbage. No, you can use that. It's got a nice little... You're like, oh, I was just gonna run the 12 volt through the switch. It's a 12 volt battery, 12 volt switch to a 12 volt appliance. Well, you could do that if that switch is rated to handle the amount of amps that are flowing through it. But also, you don't want to risk burning that thing out. It probably only handles 10 amps. These handle 30 amps, and we're going to have to use it for certain. We can't run the refrigerator through one of these things. Definitely, okay? We're using relays, so don't do that. Don't do that. You will run 12 volt power to your switch panel, but then each switch is going to run to your relay box. Okay? Our switch panel is going to have that many. Alright? Okay. Now, maybe this should have been black because this is 12 volts. 12 volts operating the relay. The relay operates off 12 volts. Now, your inverter, we'll put it right here. Can you see that? Okay. Here's the inverter. It's got the big old fat cables, right? Now the inverter, instead of extension cords, all that bull crap, okay, you have one cord going to this relay box, right? Am I going too fast? You push the button. You push this button. That one's for the fridge because you put a little sticker on there that says fridge. And 12 volts activates this relay that allows 110 AC to run through the relay, through the rated fuse, and out to the refrigerator that's over there. Okay. Now, these are wired from behind, daisy chained with this 110. These are all getting 110, okay? And these all go out to, you route these to wherever that appliance lives, okay? This one's over here, and this one's just over here. Now, you're going, well, they have 2 wires though. Duh. Well, I know. So you'll have like a power distribution block, a bus bar, or there's probably a name for it that's different than that. So the second wire is going here. And then also, nice and neat, these are meeting up behind the scenes, okay? So that they can come out to the fridge, to the stove, toaster oven, and your AC. Boom, like that. Now, you can use your cute little switch, turn these things on when you need them, off when you don't. Save some battery. Don't have to lift up a cushion, you don't gotta, yeah, you get it. Now, obviously, same thing with 12 volt. Push that button. This has been wired here. But this relay box, also has a 12 volt. I didn't leave myself room. It's got a 12 volt coming in. One big fat cable daisy chained to these relays. They're getting a 12 volt signal to activate them, which is allowing 12 volt from the battery, not from the switch. The switch is just to activate the relay, and then from the battery the power comes out through the relay, through the fuse, and then you've got your 4 coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just like this one, you'll have a bus bar. And these are going behind the scenes to have a nice, neat thing like this going to each 12 volt appliance. Okay? What did I forget? Now, real life stuff. This is what we're talking about. Something like this, doesn't have to be this. This is great though. You buy this kit. I'm missing a couple relays and a fuse, but this gives 6 switches here, right? 6 relays, 6 fuses. You do all the wiring back here. Hopefully you do it a little neater than this. You put a fat one coming in, not this. Much better than this, okay? Do the math, add up how many watts you're using. Divide that by the volts, by 12 volts. Okay. To the fuse. This is the signal that comes in from the switch. These don't have to be big wires. These can be tiny because it's not a lot of current for that relay to activate the relay. And then the 12 volt that goes out to the appliance, right? Or the 110. This one I planned on 12 volt. I got another one, okay? Got a couple of these. Maybe we'll do all my 110 in the same box. That'd be nice, right? And then you got different options for, you know, this will be something like this, right? You could use these. These are made for 110. Maybe something that draws low power. I don't know what they're rated for, but those are nice. You just stab the wire in there. Yeah. See this? You saw that one? That I built that in, so then there should be 2 wires. Actually, no. My big fat wire goes in to this. These now go to each. Yeah, I was distributing it a little better than just daisy chaining these. It's gonna have a bus bar to distribute the power a little more evenly, right? It's a good idea. And then have this probably next to it. With the nice cover so nobody gets shocked. And yeah, you could do it like in a vehicle, ground it to the chassis and then ground each appliance to the chassis. But in an RV, that's a little more tricky. I'm not gonna be able to do that, so I'll use something like this and just run 2 wires to every appliance. Now, if you want to take it a little step further, I'm gonna go all out. I'm adding these. Okay. Those are 5-volt relays. Got a bunch. Why? Because I got little 5-volt switches. Look at those. Little cuties, huh? So these little switches are super neat. Little guy, you wire it in the back. You can wire it to be a momentary switch, a latching switch, normally open, normally closed, however you want. And the way these work is you mount them under a surface. So let's see, you got something to be this. You mount these in here. You glue these in. Okay? Like this. Switch, 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 switch. On this side, you have your daughter print you up a little label that says like light, fan, and it's like a touch screen. What it's doing is these are little antennas. You can put them underneath, I think, 2 inches of material, like under your like countertop, and you interrupt this signal that this little baby antenna is putting off. You wave your finger over it, it'll activate the switch. There's a little LED that pops on. I like to wire another LED to it so you can see it better when it's on and off. Okay, and they're reliable, they work great. And you don't bump your elbow on a switch. And you can hide them anywhere. So, this is how that setup works. You'll have the same thing, but now we're adding in a 5-volt switch panel. Same thing, just instead of 12, you'll do 5-volt. So that'll need, I don't know, my inverter's got some USB ports. I'll use that. 5-volt. 5-volt I'll use both of them. Screw it. It's got 2 USB ports. Not sure how much power it's going to take, but to run these relays, to run these switches. I think that's fine. So this guy looks like this, right? Buy a ribbon. They sell ribbon on Amazon, right? That'll be tidy, neat. Okay, to the relays. And then these are 5-volt relays. Now, you can run 110 AC through these little relays. You can run 12 volt through these little, you can run 28 volt, 30 volt DC, but only 10 amps. And some of my stuff is more than 10 amps, so if I'm running some of my stuff through a bigger relay, I might as well just run all of them and not risk burning any of this stuff out. Okay, right? It's pretty cheap, actually, surprisingly cheap for this stuff. But yeah, let's do it safe. So another ribbon. You know what I mean by ribbon, like in a computer. Bunch of wires glued together. They're colored, everything. It's gonna be nice. Okay. Now this goes to the 12-volt relay box. Man, getting a bit sloppy here, right? And same thing. Now that we're into this 12-volt relay box, it's exactly what we did already. Where we got some 110 stuff here, right? Stove, oven, yeah. So instead of them ugly 12-volt switches, you know, that, nah. I'll put this in my truck. What, I got 5 switches? Nah. And then this stuff. I mean, that will be nice in my truck, yeah. But for the travel trailer, no. But same deal. Turn the AC on. That one will have a little label that says AC. Goes boop, triggers that. Skipping all of the important stuff. So 12 volt is important, right? So this one gets a 5-volt signal from the switch. It's a 5-volt relay. It's activated by 5 volts, but the relay allows 12 volts to travel through it when it's activated to activate the 12-volt relay down here. Now, these 12-volt relays only pull milliamps, not sure how much, not a lot, so these will be safe. They'll only pull the amount of power that, you know, to activate a regular 12-volt relay, if that made any sense. So anyway, one wire from the 12-volt battery, and then each wire going to each relay. So I don't know, I think I said it all. Did I? Have fun with it, is what I say. And if you have a charging shore power charging system, already on there. You're trying to figure out how to hook that in. You got your car alternator is supposed to charge it while you're driving. You've got an awesome generator. I say, you know, me personally, I say, how much did you spend on that generator? And, well, why did you buy a solar panel? Like, get rid of the generator, sell it, get another panel. You're running out of power? Get another panel. Don't get another generator. Don't go to the gas station. Don't run that loud ass thing. I don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to buy more gas. You don't want to run out of gas. Just use the sun. And if you're using up your battery too quick, just pay attention. And you don't need to charge your battery while you're driving. It's been charging for the last 6 months that your trailer's been parked. So it's charging all day. Anytime the sun's up, you're getting power, so you're good. Quit tripping out. Get yourself a soldering gun, soldering iron. Super simple. Get some heat shrink, and quit being a baby. Let me know if this was extra confusing or if I helped you out. I hope I helped you out. It's really straightforward once you understand kind of what a relay does, and then you keep everything nice and neat and easy. So if something's not working, you know right where to look. You got a fuse to check, that's good. You got a relay to check, if that's good. Well, this adds a whole nother step, but when you check this, it's got little LEDs on it. It's easy. It actually, look, you actually plug a ribbon into it. It's already ready for me. So, anyway, get yourself one of these so you know how full your battery is all the time. Look, put it all in a cute little box somewhere. This is a thermostat. Probably don't want to get too hot, so then you get yourself little computer fan, you know, like that. You got, do 2 of them, why not? One in, one out. Start getting fancy. You put a capacitor on each, after each fuse. That'll be fun, just so that they're not fighting for the current, you know. You want to do 12 volt switches? There's tons of options. This one's like, it's not a clicky button. It's just you touch it, you know. And this one's a dimmer. You hold it, dim the lights, let go, click it on, click it off, dim it. So that's cool. Lights up. Mounts somewhat flush. Yeah, there's cool stuff. And I just bought it all on Amazon. Pretty cheap. So yeah, I guess I'll make a apology video if it doesn't work out for me. Go ahead and yell at me in the comments. That's cool. I appreciate it. Peace.